Say hi. Hi. Hi, Mr. Milkface. Yeah, I'm Mr. Milkface. Hi. You're so cute. My lovely little morning companion. I am going to go ahead and fix me a bite of breakfast before Arabella gets up. For some reason, I'm in the mood for fish. I don't really get to eat fish a lot, so I am going to fix me some fish and get that down before she gets up and our day officially gets started. She is still asleep. You can see her here on the baby. Well, you can't actually see her. I have a pillow laying long ways here so that way she doesn't try to roll out of the bed, but she is still asleep. And little man is over here playing with a crinkle book and watching some Hey Bear Sensory. So we are just kind of chilling. I'm just waiting on Sissy. We're going to try to get some just regular routine stuff done today. We have to go to the grocery store and grab just a couple of items we need for the babies. And that's really about it, and we're going to meal plan. We're going to meal plan for this next week, try to figure out, what we need in terms of what I'm going to fix, that kind of thing. So just come along with me, and we'll just have a day in the life. It is now 7:38. Arabella is awake. She woke up crying. I'm guessing she's not really feeling good. She was kind of restless last night. I've got a cold, which is why I sound very gunked up, and the video that is coming out this morning, you'll notice my voiceovers, I sound kind of gunky. It's because I got a cold. The weather here has been kind of absolutely insane. Hot one day, cold the next, so we're all sick. We're getting sick, but you want to say hi? She woke up before 5 this morning crying, and I had to bring her in here and rock her back to sleep before I could take her back to the bedroom, and she finally settled down and didn't wake up till just now. But she don't feel like she's running a fever. She's not warm, so I don't think we have a fever. I think it's just, I don't know. Look at how he watches her. Arabella, say hi to your brother. No, Bubby don't need your passy. You've got it. That's your passy. Hey now. You're so cute. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimber. For those of you who do not know, I am a 29-year-old stay-at-home mom from Southern Kentucky. I have 2 beautiful babies, one of which you've already met. That was my son, Levi, and you've also seen Arabella so far in this video. She is my daughter, and of course the oldest. I have 2 under 2, which is a equation for chaos, but lots of fun and definitely lots of blessings. So today, as I said before, it's just going to be a day in the life, and we're just going to go throughout my day. You're going to go with me to the store and get a few things, and we're going to do some cleaning around the house, just little tidbits and things.
Trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night, oh, searching after miracles, oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night.
once a week, but it is so hard to really set across time, or set aside time, I should say, to clean the bathroom, because it's always in use by either me, my husband, and we're trying to potty train Arabella, and so she's in here quite a bit too. So it is getting harder to really find the time to clean this area, but I do try to at least clean it once a week, if not once every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night.
Here, eat your bread. You started it, finish it. Here. You started it! Carl, what am I do with you? What, you want to sit up here? You want to sit on Mommy's lap too? Hold on. Give Mommy a minute, okay? What? You ready? Ready? You don't want it no more? Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Now you need to finish your bread so you can take your medicine. Get it. There we go. Good girl. Arabella is still on iron drops. She will be until she goes back to see UK hematology, which will be March the 1st is when she's scheduled to go back and see them. So if her levels are still good then, and she will no longer have to take the iron drops. Her primary care doctor did do a check on her the other day. What? Because she wasn't really feeling well, and so she was more so wanting to check her white blood count to make sure there wasn't a bacterial infection going on. And her H&H, which is her hemoglobin and hematocrit, had actually come up a whole 1/10 of a point. So we are still going up. Woo! And she's going down. So we are still going up as far as our levels go. So hopefully come the 1st of March we won't have to be on the iron drops anymore. We hope anyway. She still struggles with not being able to drink as much milk. Milk is her comfort. So if she drinks a lot of milk, she won't eat for hours. So as much as she hates it, we have to kind of pry it away from her. She'll cry for a few minutes and then she'll get over it. But it's the only way we can really get her to eat. Which is awful that we have to do that. You know, I feel like I'm being mean to her, but I'm not being mean to her in that same sense, if that makes sense whatsoever. But yeah, it's kind of what we're dealing with right now. A little bit of chaos, a little bit of bliss. It's just, it's life. But you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. Send her, Mama. Right. Here. Cheek. I know. I know. I hate it for you. Come here, we're not done. I know. It's yucky. Come here. Honey, you gotta finish taking your medicine. Come on, come here. Arabella. Hold on, come here. I'll give it to you in a minute. Come here. Okay, we got just a little bit more. We gotta take 1.5 milliliters, remember? Now I'm doing just a little bit of organization in the pantry, and doing so is also giving me an idea of some random little tidbits that we might need from the store that I don't think of right off the top of my head. So I always try to go through my pantry before I go to the store just to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Didn't wanna slow down, but baby, then you came around. Yeah, you came around. No, I won't ever let you down, I promise.
Okay, I am so astonished, guys. We have two of these cabinets, one here in the kitchen and the other in the living room. This is the only cabinet that Arabella tries to ransack. She does not touch the one in the living room. We've not got child locks on it or anything of that nature. She just absolutely does not have anything to do with it, and I never understood why.
Wherever you go, wherever you go, and when it gets dark, stay strong. You're never alone. You're never alone. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Yeah. Now I cannot picture my life being without you. You're the center of my life. I know we can't predict the future, but baby, I won't lose you. You know that I will stick around. Yeah, I will stick around. No, I won't let you down, I promise you that I hold on. I know that it gets tough sometimes, so I need to remind you, love.
Here comes my little helper, and the first thing she does is close the dryer door. So eventually I have to weigh it down with my leg just to keep her from closing the door so I can put the clothes in the dryer.
Stay strong, you're never alone. You're never alone. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Yeah. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Yeah. The sun will shine. The sun will shine.
Here I'm just using the Method degreaser. I'll spray a layer of this on my stove and I'll leave it alone for a few minutes and kind of touch base on the other areas in the kitchen. That's the kitchen counters, the microwave, the sink. That way I can give the degreaser time to really break down any crud or grime that may be on the stove.
Reel me in to get it going, open me up. Sweet talking like you mean it, but you're making it so complicated. I f***ing hate it. Every time I get too close, you push me away. Don't wanna stick, telling me you don't want any obligations, and how you hate them. Don't call me just 'cause you're lonely. You know you're killing me slowly. No, maybe I'm yours, maybe I'm not. I think about it way too much. And every
Okay, I've gotten asked this question quite a bit from people I personally know. They have asked me, what kind of cloth I use when I'm cleaning, and I use a microfiber cloth. It's so much easier to use, and it's better at getting stuff off of surfaces. If it's a dusty area, like my shelves, I'll just dust it dry. I never put anything wet on the surface until after I've gotten the dust off, and then I'll follow it with a multi-surface cleanser or something of that nature. But I always try to use a microfiber cloth to clean. Now you'll see here I am just taking that degreaser and really just getting in there with it, and then I'm gonna wipe it with the sponge. I'm using a Scrub Mommy sponge, by the way, and I take the coarse area of the sponge, and that's what I kind of just get in there and get all those nitty-gritty spots with, and then I'll follow up with the soft sponge to kind of help wipe up all that excess.
Insecurity is tearing me apart. You're making me sleepless. Maybe I'm not. I think about it way too much and every single thought is making me. Give me something straight from your heart. All this insecurity is tearing me apart. You're making me. Don't call me just 'cause you're lonely. You know you're killing me slowly. Nah, maybe I'm yours, maybe I'm not. I think about it way too much and every single thought is making me. Give me something straight from your heart.
I had to kind of coerce Arabella out of the kitchen so that way I could swim through the kitchen. She loves to be in the kitchen. That's like one of her favorite places to be. So I have to kind of bribe her or talk her out of the kitchen with something else. Oh my goodness, he's grumpy. Arabella is taking a nap, so we're going to take a minute and just chat. I do have a life update for y'all, a huge one. I am officially a full-time college student as of January the 9th. I know some of you are probably thinking, wow, getting a little bit too much on your plate there, are you? Well, no, not really. I'm going to school at University of the Cumberlands, which is in Williamsburg, Kentucky, but everything that I'm doing right now to start out with is all online and will be for the biggest part of what I'm going to be doing, and then I will be doing in-person or hybrid classes. My biggest motivator is my kids. You know, with everything that happened with Arabella, my eyes got opened up quite a bit. You know, we had that big health scare back in December, and it made me realize that there was a need in children's health care. So my goal ultimately is to either become a pediatric nurse practitioner or to go ahead and go on and get my doctorate and become a full pediatrician, and maybe one day work in a practice with other pediatricians or have one of my own. I don't know. You know, I'm just kind of praying that God will lead me on this journey and give me the answer that I need later on down the road. But I will be going into pediatrics one way or the other. And I'm very, very excited about this journey. It is something that I've prayed about and prayed about. You know, I always wanted to do something with my life, you know, something that I could look back on and see my kids would be proud of me for. And after what happened with Arabella, it was like, there was a big old sign right in front of my face, you know, here's your sign. You know, you hear about memes like that and whatnot, but I'm excited. I'm very happy. The classes I'm taking this term are medical terminology, biology, intro to health science, and intro to social work. The way they have their terms divided up, it's by terms. So you take 2 classes in your first 8 weeks and then 2 more classes in your next 8 weeks. So I'm currently taking biology this bi-term and medical terminology this bi-term. And I have A's in both classes, so I am managing. I will normally either stay up late to do my classwork after the kids go to bed and after Brandon goes to sleep, or I will get up early, which I already get up early with Levi. I'll get up about 3:30, 4 o'clock with him, give him his bottle, and then put him back to sleep. But I will stay awake and do some of my coursework then. Or throughout the day, you know, while I'm in the kitchen cleaning or whatnot, I'll have my textbook laid out and I'll read and that kind of thing. And I'm getting it done. And to be completely honest, I'm not stressed out. I'm actually very excited about the journey, and I'm blessed to be able to do something like this. You know, it's always been a dream of mine to help kids in some way. You know, I did go to school right after high school, you know, and I was going to major in music education, but my grandma got sick. I dropped out like literally right before my grandma passed away and come back home, and everything I wanted to do kind of got put on standby. So I'm blessed to be able to do something with my life now. As the old saying goes, better late than never. So yeah, that is a huge life update in terms of me and the babies. But I'm pretty excited about it. Aren't we, baby? Yeah. Y'all, I absolutely love the Dawn Power Wash dishwashing liquid. It is thebomb.com. I can put some in my pan after I've cooked supper or whatever and let it sit for a minute, and then it literally just swipes right out whenever I wipe it. It's very strong and it's a little pricey, but it's worth it. This day Levi was being extra fussy, so I did have to put him in the baby carrier to kind of help clean the living room a little bit. He normally isn't like this, but he's been having a lot of issues with teething recently. He now currently has 5 teeth, whereas when Arabella was 6 months old, she only had 4, but he has cut 2 on the bottom, or 3 on the bottom, sorry, and 2 on the top. He's cut 3 of those at the same exact time. So he's been a miserable little babe, and the only thing that really seems to help him is ibuprofen. He does chew on teethers and things of that nature, but they don't really satisfy him, and he gets very frustrated and angry after the fact. So I just kind of have to console him however I can.
She goes her own way, like he don't give a damn, girl. And my God, she owns it. So many heartbreaks, goes back to 2014.
Arabella absolutely cracks me up. She follows me around no matter where I go. She's like my little sidekick. If I had Velcro on me, she'd be stuck to me. Okay, she would be my Velcro. She is just the perfect little thing. I absolutely love the attention that she wants sometimes, but other times you're like, can't do anything because she's constantly all up on you, but she's a toddler and she's just going through that phase, and it's adorable.
Cause I want her to, oh yeah, I'm running in circles just to make her react. My heart is racing, yeah, I want her so bad. I wanna kiss her, but I know for a fact that she's way too cool. But I want her to, oh yeah. Ripped skinny jeans and tattoos on both her ankles. 21 Pilot t-shirt, got some stuff. Goddamn, she's so fly, knows how to write a good song, at least better than this. Cause if you've seen her, I know that you would believe it. Cause
Arabella has really started listening sometimes being the key word, to when I tell her to do something. So like right now I was just trying to kind of get her to help me pick up the toys, and she acted like she wanted to, but then she was like, nah brah, I ain't doing it. So I had to get down on the floor with Levi and help pick up the toys as usual.
it's cruel, cause I want her to, oh yeah, I'm running in circles just to make her react. My heart is racing, yeah, I want her so bad. I wanna kiss her, but I know for a fact that she's way too cool. But I want her to,
Now it is time to meal plan for the week. There is a couple days. This meal plan has been drastically modified since I recorded this clip for this video due to events and things that have come up, but we are just going to lay down a basic plan. I try to stick to relatively simple meals. We always have some form of tacos on Tuesday because Taco Tuesday. But then, like, on Monday, we're having a hamburger helper with potatoes and green beans. And then on Wednesday, we'll have a Salisbury steak, which Wednesday we actually wound up not eating here at the house due to certain circumstances. So, yeah, like I said, this meal has been drastically modified. I actually fixed the taco braid on Thursday, which... go over to my Instagram, look at that thing. It was so amazing. But, so yeah, I mean, it's not always set in stone, but it is a general idea of our meal for the week.
We're not okay. I look into your eyes and see you fade away. No, we're not the same. It's like we're on two sides of the Milky Way. Somehow we got used to the problems. Baby, we got used.
Now comes the fun part of getting the kids ready for the day. Arabella's hair is always a mess, no matter what I do. So I use the Fairy Tale Rosemary Detangler on her hair, and I'm using a brush right now, but honestly, as thick as her hair is getting in the back, I'm going to have to start using a comb on it. So we're going to have to invest in a comb or maybe one of those wet brushes. I know you all probably seen those places. I know I used it when I was a kid. So that's probably what I'm going to have to wind up using on her, but we're doing her hair right now, putting it up in a little pigtail. She absolutely hated it, but she looks so adorable with it.
Yeah, I just wanna lose my. You agree, this is not the way it is supposed to feel. Oh, and I can see.
Anyone else feel like it takes an entire army to get your kids dressed for the day? I do. Arabella gives me such a rough time at times. There's times she wants to pull her clothes off. She runs away with her clothes. But this morning she actually kind of cooperated with me, which does surprise me a little bit. Levi's not as hard to get dressed because, you know, he's a baby. He can't really fight me back, although he kicks his legs quite frequently, and so I have to deal with that. But he's actually much simpler when it comes to getting ready for the day. Right now, anyway.
I just wanna lose my. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath.
welcome to Levi and Arabella's grocery haul. Levi was an absolute crying mess, so I am holding him through this. This is just a small grocery haul. This is nothing compared to what we normally get, just some stuff that we were out of that we needed. We got one box of cheesy enchilada hamburger helper back there. We got a box of 3 cheese and a twin pack of the cheeseburger macaroni. We use it more frequently. We got Arabella some applesauce. This is the 3 flavor Go Squeeze box. We got a box of jelly cream pies under here and some oatmeal cream pies. Then we got the family size Salisbury steak and gravy dinner meal. We got a gallon of 1% milk, a 6-pack of Pepsi back there. We got cheesy Mexican rice back here for taco night. 2 jars, or 2 cans of the ABC Mini 1-2-3s. Chef Boyardee. Me and Arabella absolutely love that. And we got a 30-pack of the mild sausage from Tennessee Pride for breakfast. We got 2 packs of ground beef. This is the 85% lean, 15% fat. It doesn't make as much grease and it tastes better, I think. We got 3 cans of cream style corn. We got 5 packs of the Hot Buffalo Tuna Creations. Those are Brandon's. I got a jar, or a bottle, jug, whatever you want to call it, of applesauce for the baby, or applesauce, oh my lord, apple juice for the babies, because Levi is old enough now to drink a little bit of juice if I dilute it with water, so I will be doing that for him, so that way we maybe won't have as much of a hard time getting him off of milk as we have had with Sissy. Then I got me a McDonald's Sprite because I wanted a Sprite. And we got a bag of honey barbecue corn chips. So that is everything we got in this little tiny grocery haul. We did use Walmart pickup because I really just didn't feel like going in with the kids. And anytime I don't have WIC items, I'm able to do this. But if I have WIC items like formula or whatnot, I have to go in and get it because they will not let me use grocery pickup for WIC, which is absolutely a pain in the rear, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we are going to go ahead and end today's video here. Thank you all so much for coming out and joining us, and we will see you all next time.
Yeah, I just wanna lose my